Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls. Let's see. Ultimately, I don't remember what happened last time. I think we blew a bunch of souls upgrading. I'm wearing the dingy, bloody armor set that was worn by the Firekeeper, Anastasia of Astora. Which means, oh yes, we dealt with Blighttown. Perhaps a bit more than we should have. So, yes, we went down to Blighttown, we got the other Firekeeper soul. That prompted Lautrec, the Golden Knight that we freed from a prison earlier, to decide that, you know, he was going to go ahead and take off, bid adieu, and then murder the Firekeeper of Firelink Shrine on his way out. So he did that. That means we are now denied access to the Firelink Shrine bonfire, which kinda sucks. Oop. That's okay, because when she died, we were able to borrow permanently her armor set, which has pretty high magic resistance, which is really all that I cared about. So I'm going to try this roll here. So what you saw me do, we took the shortcut down, the lift down from the Undead Parish up above, and then here it kind of opens up, and you saw me jump out onto this ledge here. So I'm here, we're going to climb this tower, believe it or not. If I can be not bad at my dodge roll. Ooh, okay. Walk, there we go. Sometimes the animations are a little wonky in this game, that's okay. So here we are in this broken, decaying spiral tower. It's clearly falling apart. Place is in need of a bit of restoration here. This item is what we're after. The Undead Asylum F2 West key. Pretty handy thing to have. There's our bird friend. That's the giant... It looked kind of freaky when it grabbed us, but that's the crow that grabbed us in the opening... Not opening cutscene, but like the cutscene at the end of the Undead Asylum. So this might be bad. We'll see. Ooh, okay. Is this where I want to be? No. Seriously, game? Okay, well, we got that... Oh, they're snoring. We got that key. That was the important thing. We'll just do all of that again. That's okay. Not going for a speed run or anything here. I want to move quickly. I want to get as much done in as short a time as possible, but not going to kill myself trying to break speed records or anything like that. So we're going to do the exact same thing here, just going up. It's a fair bit easier when you're going up from Firelink. Okay. Here. Line up my dodge roll. Hopefully don't fail it this time. That would be really embarrassing. Ooh, almost missed, but didn't. Okay. Alright. Good so far. So I wanted to pick up that key. It will be useful in the area where we are headed next. This is a completely optional area. Many people who play the game don't even know that it exists, or that you can do what we're about to do. So for those people, congratulations, you are about to learn my sorcerer's ways. We are going to curl up like a ball. Don't we look just like an egg? Or something? So yeah, how are you guys? What have you been up to lately? Me? I've been good, you know. Got my day job. It's been keeping me busy. It's pretty fun. Been enjoying the nice summer weather here. There we go. Cutscene. Cutscene of us curled up like a ball. Very cool. I like that bird. Hooray! We are dropped off. So, we are now back in the Undead Asylum. It has changed slightly, in case you couldn't tell by these creatures that are now here, with their torches. But yes, this is the tutorial area from the beginning of the game. Ooh, and these guys hit hard. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple things really quick. So, first and foremost, there is a bonfire right back over here on the other side of where we fought the boss. And I'm not going to run through that center area. And if you don't know why, you will learn why, hopefully before this video ends. But bad, terrible, horrible, nasty things happen to you if you walk across the center of that floor there. But there's a bonfire here, so we're going to rest here. And this will be good just in case anything goes wrong. And, you know, of course, nothing's going to go wrong. Right? We're not going to let anything bad happen, but better safe than sorry, right? Especially if I'm an idiot and I'm taking hits like that I should easily be able to avoid. That's okay. So, first things first. There are a lot of things that we're going to do here. I want to introduce you to my friend, Snuggly the Crow. Snuggly the Crow is also your friend. You may not realize this yet, but it is true. Snuggly is everybody's friend. So long as you have something soft and something warm. Or something warm. Either of those things. So there we go, wrecked all those hollows. So up here, and this is something that we could have done when we were first here in the asylum. You don't have any items, so it's kind of pointless, but if we come out here, there is another smaller bird's nest.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Yep, and that would be Snuggly the Crow. You cannot see Snuggly, but Snuggly is here, and Snuggly is our friend. Snuggly is a bit shy, I guess. So we can leave something soft, something warm. Oh yes, we have a Firekeeper soul, and we have no living Firekeeper with which to boost our Estus. That is something we're going to have to figure out. So let's leave the Prism Stone. It is a cold, hard rock, but we're going to pretend it's something soft and something warm. Whoops, I guess I'm going to use one. Okay, well, I just threw a Prism Stone on the ground for no reason. Let's try dropping one this time. That's what I meant to do. And we don't need to drop all 10, we'll just drop one. Okay, and Snuggly did not say anything in response to us, so I think we're good. We can pick it up again. See? Hooray, we got our Prism Stone back. That's awesome. But you don't want to do that, actually. You want to drop it. And you want to leave it. And like I said, Snuggly is shy. So this is where we save and quit the game. It's a little obscure. You can also, like, warp back. Like, go back to Firelink and then come back here, I think will do the trick. I think you just have a couple of options. But we're going to do it this way. It'll take a moment. Gotta go through all the splash screens at the beginning showing the developer and the publisher and all this other stuff. The Havoc engine. Hence the fantastic ragdolls and the crates and barrels and things that we roll through all the time. So load, we will go down here to Beauty Queen Etna.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Okay, so Snuggly's asking for warm and soft again. And when we pick up the item, it has been traded for Demon Titanite. Which is exactly why I'm doing this. We can trade a whole boatload of items, and you'll get varying things depending on what you trade. Some things you cannot trade. So Gold Pine Resin, I don't think we can trade this to Snuggly, so we drop it.
No. That no warm, that no soft.
Cool, so that is not warm, not soft, that is not a thing that we can trade. So, you know, it's not too hard to figure out what you can trade and what you can't. There are a crap ton of items in this game, so you maybe want to, like, look it up on the wiki or something rather than just blindly trying to trade everything. As of right now, there are a lot of things we can do. We could trade and get, like, an extra Titanite slab, I think, which is amazing because the slabs are rare. There's only, like, one or two of each type of slab in the entire game. You can get a whole bunch of like Titanite chunks and things. I will also point out that these trades you can only make once. If we try to drop another prism stone, Snuggly will not accept that prism stone a second time. Like, sorry, you already traded one, you get one per run through. If we came back on New Game Plus, it'd be a different story. I think we could do all our trades all over again, but that's fine. So the other thing I'm going to trade is one of these dung pies. We got them from killing the giant ogre creatures in that little back shortcut that I took through Blighttown to get into Blighttown, which is why... one of the reasons why I did this first. So we're going to go ahead and just save and quit the game again real quick. I say real quick. It's not that real quick. You know what I mean. Just going to go through all this nonsense. But this will get us a second Demon Titanite. So we can... let's try using words. So we can upgrade the Gravelord Sword at least one more time, provided that we get the 5,000 souls necessary to do so. I don't think we can upgrade it a second time. We might be able to. Yes, I know, Snuggly. Something soft, something warm, got it. Okay, so we got our 2 Demon Titanites. We can potentially upgrade the Gravelord Sword, so that is something to keep in mind. We will have to go back to a blacksmith to do so, but that's okay, that is a thing that we can do. Alright, so what do we do now that we are here? There are a few things that we can do. So, first things first. If you recall, we worked our way up above when we were here originally, and we got up to that ledge there so that we could drop down and smack the boss in the face. So we can head right back up to that ledge, and you can take the same long path that you took during your run through this area initially, but I actually opened this gate when I came down here. I don't know if you recall that, but I did. So we're going to just use that to come right back up. Ta-da! Here's the hole in the wall, smashed open by a rolling boulder. There was a guy in here. That's him, Oscar. He gave us Estus flasks, and then died. Well, he's undead, right? So just like how we can respawn at bonfires when we die, he has gone hollow and is now hanging out here as a hollow. So we're going to deal with him really quick. And his sword does, like, magic damage or holy damage or something, because it's hitting through our shield, and I don't like that. I don't want to get hit straight on by that thing, because this is going to be bad. There we go. We'll just do that. He's going to be a unique enemy, so he's not going to respawn now that we killed him once. But, ta-da, we got the crest shield. So we now have whiter teeth. And that is a good thing. I think, yeah, oh man, that pushes us just barely over into the heavier weight limit. So I have the slower roll now. That might just need to be okay for the time being. I think we have enough souls that we could level up in theory. I might just do that. You know what? We're just going to level up. How about that? Sound good? Good. That's what's going on here. We are going to level up. We're not going to level up just yet, though. We'll go do that in a moment. Oh! And the boulders reset. Son of a gun. This game. Okay, well, this is fine. So, just a moment ago, before we came here to the asylum, although I guess that was like, what, 10 minutes ago now? Jeez. We picked up a key. That was the key that was up on the roof of that building in Firelink Shrine. We were going to use that. It is a, so this is like the east doors, so the west door is over on the other side here. I think the west key is the one that we picked up. Either way, it doesn't matter which is which. I'm really bad with directions. It's all north to me. Oh, and there's 2 of you now. That's interesting. Well, that is this door. A lot of players, when they first come here in the game, are surprised and confused and don't know how to open this door. That's the key that we just picked up back in Firelink Shrine. So you can only get over here once you've actually, like, progressed into the game and gone into Firelink. In theory, as soon as you go to Firelink, I guess you'd have to go around and get to the parish, because otherwise you can't get up and return to the asylum. So you have to at least get to the Undead Parish and activate that shortcut. But after you do all that, you can just come right back here if you want. Rusted Iron Ring, that is absolutely the most useful item in the entire game, but only useful for a couple of very particular areas. And I will talk about that once we get to those areas. Don't worry. The ring just lets you move through, like, water and swamp and stuff without being slowed down. Okay, so we're gonna level up. I don't think that extra point of endurance... Oops, yes, cancel, sorry. Let me look at my equipment again real quick. I don't think that extra point of endurance will be enough to let us equip the shield. 2 to 3, 1, yeah, okay. Dang it. Well, in that case, we'll level up our endurance more when I have... No, we'll level it up now. What the hell? We're still going to be moving relatively slow, not having the super light roll like I was used to. That's okay. So now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to head back towards our prison cell where we started the game. Okay, so that hollow is gone. And this thing that you can see kind of at the end of the hallway, it's maybe a bit blurry, you can see the outline, that is why you don't want to necessarily come here right away. It is one of the Black Knights. Oh, and these guys are just jerks. They will always be jerks throughout the whole game. Fighting them in this narrow hallway, and just, this sucks. Oh, that hurt. Alright, backstab. Shabang-a-bang. Alright, you should be about done. Yeah, there we go. We got a red Titanite chunk, that's not bad. Got 1,000 souls, also not bad. And there's an item on a corpse back here in the room where we were imprisoned. And that is a very peculiar doll. We will be using that to get into another completely optional, kind of secret-ish area later on in the game. And then the third final thing that we want to do here is I'm going to attempt to fight that thing in there. He is another demon of kind of the same breed as the tutorial boss, except much more difficult. Like, seriously very, very tough to fight. But he's going to be our final stop here. There's not a whole heck of a lot to do in the asylum, but that rusted iron ring is going to be super useful, and you know what, I'm going to go ahead and kindle this. No, I'm not going to kindle the bonfire. That's silly. The rusted iron ring is useful. The doll is very useful because that lets us get into another secret area later, and then this boss is going to be worth a lot of souls. And I don't remember if we get anything else more directly for... Oh, hello. For killing the boss. Forgot that these guys are in here. Okie dokie. So you know how I said you don't want to run through the middle here? This is why. Bloop. And you take a lot of fall damage, and you fall directly... Oh no. You fall directly into the boss's chamber, and he does that. Okay, so good to know that I can't actually survive that hit from him. I was hoping our armor would be upgraded enough that we would actually be able to do that. We're going to take the gloves off. Is that... Okay, that puts me in the light movement tier. That's good. That's fine. So we just need to not get hit by that. That attack, I believe, does magic damage, which is why I like this crest shield, which, by the way, we should look at its stats. 100% physical damage reduction, 80% magic damage reduction. I think it's the most of any... Well, it's certainly the most of any light shield in the game. It might be the most of any shield at all in the entire game. All right, let's do that again. Okay. So we lived through that. This is one of those bosses where you got to be really, really cautious, and you just kind of want to stay behind him and just, like, hug his tail. And the more he does that, like, fly up and then, like, butt slam attack thing, the better. That explosion is just devastating. But he is wide open right after he does it. Go, explosion. I just want to keep my shield up all the time when I'm fighting this guy, because most of his attacks have little kind of aftershocks. So, like, you'll notice, you'll hear the shield sound here. After he slams, like, a second afterwards, I'm blocking a physical wave of, like, air or something. Earthquake? I don't know, but something. Same with that explosion there. There's a radius that it does, and even after the pink fades for like half a second, you can still take damage from the attack, which is really, really crappy. But I think we got him locked in now. He only has like 3 different attacks. And it's like, well, he has like 4 or 5, I guess. But a couple of them he only does if you're in front of him. And it's like 1 or 2 where he swings his hammer at close range, and then 1 or 2 where he attacks you if you are a bit further out of the range. And then the explosion, and then the butt slam. So this is actually going quite nicely. This is another one of those attacks where I'm really, really glad that we have the Gravelord's sword, because this is very, very powerful weapon to have against this guy. There we go. That was the attack that he does if you're kind of at range. That little shockwave explosion thing. Just gotta be patient. That's the key to Dark Souls. You don't want to get greedy. I know he's almost dead. You don't want to get greedy. You don't want to go in for too many attacks. You don't want to burn out all your stamina. You don't want to accidentally take one of those hits. We'll do that now, though. Whew. Okay. That actually went surprisingly well. And we get the Titanite slab. I was talking about those. There are only a couple in the game. I think that you can get, like, maybe 2 of the regular Titanite slabs. Oh, and we got, like, 20,000 souls, too. That's awesome. So yeah, Titanite slabs, super, super rare. Really, really good item to have, and you can use it to fully upgrade something. Like, if you recall when we were upgrading our armor, or if you upgrade, you know, weapons or those things, it takes, like, regular Titanite shards at first, and then it starts taking large Titanite shards. Then after a while, it'll take chunks, and to get to the top tier upgrade, to go from 14 to 15, it takes a Titanite slab. And there are absolutely not enough Titanite slabs to upgrade everything that you might want to upgrade in the game. There are only, you know, 1 or 2 slabs available per run through. So, very, very important resource. You absolutely want to, you know, only use it when you're sure that you want to use it. I will be using it to upgrade my my better weapon once we get there. That's the goal, at least. And speaking of which, it might be time to start working towards acquiring that weapon. So I think we're going to do that next. So yeah, anyway, we're done with the asylum. Like, we've officially done everything that I care to do here. Actually, maybe not. I just had one thought in the back of my mind. I think there might be another Black Knight. We will check really quick. Doesn't cost us anything, but maybe a little bit of time if I'm wrong. So, other bonfire here. This is the route that we took after the Asylum demon boss chased us away. Yeah, there we go. Here's another one. I thought there were two of you. Ooh. Glad I dodged out of the way there. Didn't mean to take that hit, but that's okay. It all worked out. So yeah, we're over 20,000 souls again, just from clearing out this little tiny optional area. A boss, a couple of unique enemies, handful of those boring regular hollows, and let's heal up before we go anywhere else. Cool, so it is time to return to Firelink. I am feeling pretty good about this. I actually think we're going to curl up like a ball and kind of ride out of here. It's much, much quicker to leave than it is to arrive for the first time. But yeah, that's success. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Well, here being, you know, this general area when we get back to Firelink. So thank you all for joining me on this fantastic, wonderful journey. And as always, may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.